Welcome, everybody, to Book of Dawn, Ioth Academy. I'm your Game Master, Tormented by Gnomes, and joining me, we've got Crowan, Leg Day, Lemon Kiwi, and Necra. Welcome back, everybody. Good to have you here.
Hey,
I was waiting for someone to go first.
Let's
but
learn for reverb on from
Here
fucking
too.
Game of Thrones.
You
My bad.
all had me worried that the audio was completely dead. I was just like, I heard nothing.
Guys, do you hear gnomes?
Huh? XP?
Hear who?
Plus 1 XP? Huh? Welcome, everyone, to the greatest institute of magical knowledge and learning in the four kingdoms of Anacra, Ioth Academy. Situated at the northern edge of a vast desert and the southern edge of mighty mountains, Ioth Academy is contained entirely with a massive golden sphere comprised of legendary dawn magic. Here, the students, ages like 10 plus, learn the fundamental arts of magic through a variety of different classes, tests, and living arrangements. We join now our heroes in the 5th year of their studies. And already they have undergone dangers and mystery, and they are in the middle of the Clash of the Codex, a tournament organized by a student organization that is definitely not a cult, in order to recruit new members and really prove who is the best of the best. Best of the best, best of the best.
Best of the best, best of the best, best of the best.
It's the day after the semifinals. The final match is tomorrow. Garnet is slated to battle against Ruby, a pious sorceress who's been working her way all the way up from the bottom of the bracket with significant success. As we join our heroes sometime after the stroke of midnight, let us revisit where we find all of them once again. Crowan, where is Alyxander?
Alexander is currently in his dorm room, I believe, with Athalor as well.
Correct.
Winding down for the evening, putting in some study hours, probably.
Athalor's feeling partially stabbed right now. On account of the spiritual weapon that took him out of his. Well, that might have been before. I forget. I've got some bracket fuzz.
If you weren't in the semifinals, then you've healed by now.
Yeah, in which case, maybe I'm not feeling as stabbed as I was. That's a poggers.
Garnet, you are in the crypts of Tarselmoor Hall, training with Master Ikael now, who was opening the mysterious Book of the Spiral, sharing with you its secrets. When a strange storm rolled through, interrupting everything. And Necra, your character Arianna, was at near the very top of the tower in the greenhouse garden, a glass dome atop the hall, learning the secret arts of arcane botany with the professor of herbology and botany, Sig Gezig.
Mm-hmm.
So, at that exact moment, a cold wind blew in from the north. Clouds poured down the slopes of the mountains like a cascade, like an avalanche of snow clouds, bringing with them a terrible deep freeze that this desert has not known in thousands of years. Lightning echoes far above, but close enough that you can see it even through the light of the sphere, Arianna, as we rejoin our heroes once again. And
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, I remember that, I was seeing all of this strong wind go by, the lightning, kind of hearing remnants of the thunder, and asking Sig, like, what's going on? I Do you feel that? If something feels off, something feels weird.
Yes, the cold wind seeped into Sig's bones. And knowing the conflict with the Knights of Terra Nimbus, who did not leave that long ago, who arrived in force demanding that Ikael now be turned over to them for war crimes against the Sovereign of the Skies. even though those same Knights of Terra Nimbus came to the Academy's aid when the Raveners attacked years ago. Sig confirms that those same knights have returned, and that cold wind is the harbinger of Boreas, the North Wind, son of the sky, one of the 4 sons of the Sovereign of the Skies. His father
Vindur
has
gets
sent
around.
him to send forth his displeasure and demand the return of Master Elnau.
So upon hearing this, I feel like because Arianna is completely separated from the group at this point, she remembers everyone was kind of involved with what happened the last time the Knights of Terra Nimbus were here. So Arianna, I guess at this point would be like, "Well, Sig, this lesson has been great, but I feel like I need to go. I don't really feel safe up here anymore. So thanks for the pro tips, but I gotta go."
As you're saying this, Arianna, completely unrelated question. Are your current hit points accurate?
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
I'm kind of
for a
betting that
friend.
Necra didn't update her sheet after she lost Vindur.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It was only 3 episodes ago.
I just wanted to take a look at your character sheet and make sure that your hit points are accurately reflected. That's all. It's no big deal. It's nothing. to really
No.
concern yourself about.
I'll prepare that D20 to roll for initiative at some point
Great.
tonight. That's fine.
Skip the D20 and roll instead a reflex saving throw.
Reflex?
Dexterity. Sorry,
Oh.
old habit. It's called reflex saves in like 3rd edition 20 years ago.
Okay.
The
It's okay,
boggles, they're
Gnomes.
back.
Let's get you to bed.
Oh gosh.
I remember when
Private
you
home
played
game?
with your friends in person and you rolled field dice. That's great. Now, let's get you to
I
bed.
remember when you rolled for reflexes.
Oh, them flying machines.
We young kids and their dexterity.
Back in my day, you could be a wizard with 1 hit point at level 1 and you died at 0 hit points, and we were thankful for it.
Oh god.
Their dexterity and their NFTs, it's gone too far.
Hey, you blew that save. You want to burn an inspiration on that?
Yeah, thanks, chat. I
Cool,
am going to use
cool.
that inspiration because I am still a decent person. So yeah, let's do that.
Okay, a 15.
I'll take that.
Ariana's hair floats, all of it, straight up. Sig looks up at the sky, looks down at you, and a bolt of lightning, as wide around as one of the columns holding up Tarsal Moor, smashes through the golden sphere with the sound of a gigantic, resounding bell that echoes from the bottom of the sphere all the way to a mile up. As it passes through the barrier surrounding Ioth Academy, shatter marks emanate out through the golden sphere, arcing lightning and golden fractures. As Vindur himself, from his safety high above in the atmosphere in the Sky Kingdom in Terra Nimbus, heralds the arrival of his son by smiting the shit out of you. Now,
It's rude.
you passed.
What did
this
I do?
You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. That bolt was not aimed at you. Once it hit the sphere, it scattered and arced, and guess what? You're basically under the open sky.
Wow. Okay. Sig, are you okay? Am I okay? Am I alive?
Good question. You succeeded on your saving throw, which means that you only take half of this. So you take 6 points of lightning damage.
Best electrocution sounds, please.
Sig stands there, twitching and thrashing, outlined for a moment by the enormous electric charge. Zot! The glass of the garden dome explodes and shards rain down on you, slicing into your flesh, inflicting no damage, but leaving some marks.
Is Sig okay?
Roll a perception check, please.
Oh
Roll to see if he's dead.
Oh
As far
god!
as your eyes can see, he's dead as well.
You do notice he's dead.
You notice he's dead.
Sig is smoldering, smoke rising off, and the crows that were accompanying Sig have either scattered or been vaporized. But aside from that, Sig is just standing there.
I'm going to react
Mm-hmm.
quickly by because I feel like there's a fountain in the garden because they got to get the water from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to, as quickly as I can, actually, I'm going to absorb elements because
Okay.
maybe there's like lightning or something like still running through him. I don't know. Vindur is a god.
You want to try to use your reaction to use absorb elements?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and cast the spell. Remove the spell slot from your inventory. That will, I believe it gives you resistance against the incoming attack. Can you click on it to post it in chat, please?
Yes, I can.
Cast scorching
Information.
right at the sky.
Oh wait, oops. That.
Okay.
Fuck you.
You have resistance, so you only take 3 points of damage. And as you rush over to Sig and grab Sig's hand, you notice stitch marks between Sig's hand, right around the wrist, and the rest of the arm. As if the hand itself is sewn on.
I think it's playing two tracks at once, Gnomes.
Oh, that's
Don't-
only local for you. Give it a little F5. It does that sometimes.
I feel like Arianna would take in that information, but still try to react the same way because she's more worried about saving Sig's life at this point
That
and making sure he's
also,
okay.
Sig appears completely unharmed. Completely unharmed.
Sig,
Get,
are you okay?
get below now. Go.
Okay. All right. I'm going. Arianna will run as fast as she can to find Garnet, Alex, and Athalor.
All right. Arianna runs down the stairs into the greenhouse proper, down to the second floor, and continues along her way. Alyxander and Athalor. It's impossible for you to miss that sound. The thunder was almost instantaneous. It was a massive roar, and it was accompanied by that resounding bell noise.
What the shit was that?
And the building shakes.
That doesn't sound good. Are we doing that thing where we check it out?
Well, when have we ever declined getting into trouble?
Alex just nods and goes towards the door.
All right. The
Athalor
hallways...
grabs the knife.
Knife! No!
No! The hallway is already busy as other students are poking their heads out. That woke up almost everyone. That woke up everyone except the absolute deepest of sleepers. The building is still ringing with the impact. Garnet, you are down below in the crypts, and even stories and 2 stories below everyone else in the rocks that support Tarsalmore. You feel the impact. You hear the thunder echoing through the buildings. Little bits of dust and rock kind of crumble off the ceiling. What do you do?
So would I be able to recognize that this probably sounded like the last time they came?
It sounds a little different. Last time they didn't smite the academy, but it
But would I
definitely
be
sounded
able
like thunder.
to? Would I be able to tell that that's abnormal weather?
Yes, the whole
Okay.
building just shook.
Okay. Is that abnormal for this?
Absolutely.
I'm probably gonna be like had a jump scare, probably because I was focusing on something and gonna
Mhm.
look at Elle now to see her reaction, but probably thinking the worst.
Elnow snaps shut the Book of the Spiral, spits a swear in the Auran dialect of Primordial. That bastard. He didn't get his way, and he's back. I need to go
Where are you going?
to defend the academy. We're under attack.
I'm coming with you.
Garnet.
We gotta Untamali will help you again, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go spring him. I'm gonna get him out of isolation. We need him right now.
Okay. And I'll go find my friends, make sure they're okay. I kind of give a head shake to Una, make sure she's okay, and have Una follow Elle now.
We follow. All right. And where do you head from there?
Uh, is this like middle of or what is this, like midnight?
Midnight, 1 a.m., that sort of thing.
I probably try to head back to the room and see if Arianna is there.
Okay. The four of you unite just as students are running back and forth. Wardens and caretakers are moving through the halls. The wardens are rushing past. The caretakers are just trying to say, everybody stay in your rooms. Please stay in your rooms. It's not working great.
True.
What will you do?
I guess
You're
like
all united.
Oh,
guys, I think the craziest thing just happened. I was in the greenhouse. All of a sudden, I saw this wind and this thunder and this lightning came down from the sky. Sig got zapped. I don't know what happened to me. I'm alive. I think I'm alive. Are you guys real?
Is
I-
that
we
that
can see you
blood?
and hear you, so yes.
Yeah,
You-
okay,
you
yeah.
okay?
Glass, something, lightning. I will explain that later. The most important thing right now is the Knights of Terranimbus are back, and I swear to God, I just saw Vindur, whatever his name is.
Roll 1d100, please.
Oh shit.
Oh crap! I said his name.
He who must not be named. Oh, so close to
68.
being nice.
Almost
that
nice.
Not that nice. Not that nice. All right.
Vaguely nice.
Now that the party is gathered together,
Behold, an act of God.
String didn't crash. Fuck!
ooh, fortune's favor. There's a song in your step. Each of you gains a 1d8 inspiration die, which is poorly named because it's not the same as normal inspiration. It is a die that you can spend to increase the result of any d20 roll that you make.
We're gonna need that.
Yep. Those are
Yeah.
much needed.
Okay.
Okay. As you have gathered around, Una reports that Master Elnow is making to the spire very swiftly, flying under her own power. She means to release Untermaler. The wardens, like I said, are rushing past you. You are currently on the ground floor, the main floor of Tarselmoor. And you can, well, actually, you can't see outside at all. So, what would you like to do?
If the Sky Kingdom is here, they're probably here for real now, right?
Oh, that's what Sig seemed to say. I don't know how he knows about this. I'm still not super sure what's going on right now, but the Knights of Terranimbus are here. They're really upset about what happened last time, apparently. And what does this mean? The sphere shattered. There's cracks going through it. The greenhouse glass is gone.
Garnet, how do we help out now?
She's gonna go talk to Untamaler. He helped her last time, and he'll do it again. But they don't sound like they want to be diplomatics this time. So I don't know what to do. I think we might have to fight them, but they're not gonna fight a bunch of kids, right? Right?
Well, what happened last time? How did that one knight die?
Untamaler just didn't let them take her, and they left.
Should we, Athalor pointedly looks to Alex. Ask them?
Might as well. Couldn't hurt.
Any input?
Serious threat to Academy. Serious threat to my network. Potential opportunity. Security lessened. Guards distracted. Openings. Sphere vulnerable.
And I guess at the same time, Alex would ask the messenger, what's really going on here?
The Sovereign of the Skies hates it when he doesn't get his way. He's more than willing to take it out on the innocent in his path.
Right.
This cold wind blowing in, one of his sons, the Four Winds. His knee breaker, his enforcer, his precious little brute. A formidable opponent, not one I would suggest you stand before directly.
But one that you have disdain for, it sounds like.
Of course. The Sovereign of the Skies deludes himself. He neglects his duty to this precious world he's supposed to safeguard, exchanging that for his own security. I have nothing but contempt for him and his ilk. As for you, now that he has dealt the first blow himself, his son will ride in to do his dirty work. They will fall upon the pathetic refugees lurking around the edge of the sphere to draw the Academy out and test their mettle, weaken their resources. If they get what they came for, they might leave us alone. Otherwise, their attack must be answered directly or surreptitiously.
I think Alex will just like paraphrase most of that to his friends around.
Can we fight them?
Doesn't sound like it.
Well, we
Formidable
have
was the word
to.
that was used.
Well,
I
what's the
suspect your
alternative?
little group of friends could tackle the odd knight here or there. Not in force. Don't stand against Boreas himself. But you've got enough tricks up your sleeve to handle a little stealth warfare.
Perhaps if we're careful. Good.
I mean, shouldn't we try to make our way to a caretaker and at least warn them about the attack on the refugees? We don't want to leave the academy undefended.
I expect they'll figure it out soon enough, but if we could, it just might look strange if we're the ones saying it and it comes true. I don't know.
So they're trying to draw
That's
us
a good
out
point.
outside? Is that what?
At least the wardens, people who can stand up to the knights.
Yeah. We could find a way to sneak out there and start to help if we want. It would help Al now, I'm sure.
Well, we told them to buzz off last time with just talking. Can we just do that again?
Yeah, they buzzed off and then they came back with this.
This is definitely different. This feels angry and like they're not going to give up unless they get what they want. I don't think they're going to listen.
It is getting very cold. And this cold does not emanate from Alexander. There's a howling noise outside, an enormous roar of wind that started just a few moments ago and continues to blow with unstopped force.
It was diplomacy and politics last time. This is going to be a battle.
Yeah.
I think they're getting closer. This is the same wind that I felt and saw outside of the greenhouse glass before it shattered. I can't help but feel like the threat is close.
Is there a nearby window, Gnomes?
Yes, I believe so.
Athalor's going to move over to the window and try and peer out of it.
All
And
right.
see the current progress of storm/infantry.
When you look outside, you see fog pouring in from the fracture in the sphere up above. A fracture which you have not directly seen. It would need to be on top to actually properly see, but it is obvious that fog is pouring in, and it might be clouds, or it might just be the sudden change in temperature from the pleasant, temperate internal atmosphere of the sphere to this north wind that's rushing in. But it's causing massive fog condensation. It's becoming increasingly difficult to see out there.
Okay. Right. I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. All right. Mark down the point, mark off the spell slot, and your mage armor is activated. What do the rest of you say?
I'm trying to get a report from Una to see if Elna's still in the spire, or maybe listening in on if she's met Untamaler yet.
Elnau is meeting up with some of the other teachers, and they're all agreeing they need Untamaler's defense. They need the staff. They need everyone to... We need a contingent out protecting the camp. We need a contingent protecting the breach. We have reports of knights already entering through the breach as we go up to meet them. We don't know where the north wind is. We need to figure that out so we know where their attack is the worst.
Do you guys know where the breach is? I know where the breach is.
I think Arianna would probably know.
Wait, with the breach, is the breach the big crack in the sphere?
I mean, nobody specified that.
I mean, I could take you all up to the greenhouse, maybe? Maybe that's where everything is coming from. I mean, that seems to be where the fog was coming from. That's where the lightning came from. Should we go up there?
If we have a way to fly up there, right? It came from the sky.
Well, we could at least go to the greenhouse and check it out.
Maybe a better vantage point. Give us a kind of read on the situation, maybe.
Yeah.
Is the party in agreement?
I think we should stay in the doorway, though. You know, less lightning strikey.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way up the several stories into the greenhouse where the cold is becoming intense. Arianna, you worry for the fate of the plants that are supposed to be kept in very specific climates. This is an early frost if ever there was one. You make your way up to the very top, and several of you are astounded when you look up and you see fractures of golden light directly above a gaping hole in the glass dome on the greenhouse that all lead to a central point from which the cold, cold fog pours forth. The sphere
You see that?
holds, but it's broken.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
That's where the lightning came from.
And you don't look that damaged. Are you made of lightning?
No, but I did absorb some of the lightning damage before it hit me. But the glass shattered, which is also why I'm covered in cuts right now. There's also something weird about Sig, but that's not important right now. Is Sig actually still up here?
Sig is no longer up here. Sig has departed.
Indeed. That is not important right now.
A familiar voice emanates
son
from
of a
the
bitch.
water in the pond in the middle of the garden.
Children,
Receive?
I call upon you to fulfill your bargain.
Ah.
Oh,
What bargain?
bollocks.
Well, we made a bargain last year.
What?
Were you? Oh, yeah.
Garnet's not a part of the bargain.
I did not
Right.
sign any contract.
Oh.
What?
Fun.
Oh, this is a really bad time for this to come up, isn't it?
No, this is the perfect time. While these wretched mortals are not busy tending to the menial duties to which I am bound now, is the time to fulfill your oath that you swore by the very pillars themselves, and release me from this bondage, ruin mage.
What would you ask of us then?
You're going to get me out of here now.
On
You're-
one condition, Dubasif.
Conditions! An oath was sworn. What conditions would you enforce on Dubasif the Magnificent?
Well, don't you kind of feel threatened by the fact that you're a water elemental and there's lightning coming down from the sky? You could also be frozen. I don't know. It's freezing out here. So, how about you sweeten the deal a little bit and help us out against whatever this is?
Roll a persuasion check, please, Arianna, with disadvantage.
Okay.
Sweeten the deal. I have your oath. What can possibly be sweeter than that? Break your word, and the firmament itself will not keep you from the consequences.
What consequence? What was the little text at the bottom of the contract, guys?
Was that we would help out Duvasif in the future when he needed it, and for assurance that he wouldn't rat us out when, they would have discovered him and their involvement. It needed to happen at that point, Garnet. Don't look at me that way.
I'm not judging. We've all done some things we've regretted, okay? But is this a friend or a foe? We don't need any more foes right now.
At the
don't know
moment,
what-
he's a complication. Dubasif, are you still in the grove?
Where else could I possibly be with these accursed runes binding me?
Getting there might be an issue right now.
What do you
You can
even intend
transport
to
us.
do? Do you intend to fight? Just points towards the
What?
sky.
Ha! I have no quarrel with the sovereign of the skies. I intend to make good my freedom, return to the oceans, return to my palaces of pearls and coral, and be done with you mortals and whatever nonsense you've committed to earn the wrath of the sovereigns.
We have time for this. This is not helpful.
Not helpful, but something we might have to do.
Alex
We're
is
gonna-
best equipped for this. They can read the runes of the binding circle.
Oh, you all swore an oath, and I would not risk this on merely one of you. I am calling in my favor with all those who bound themselves. You will escort the rune sage to this circle, you will shatter it, and free me from this prison. Now!
The faster we get there, the faster we can deal with the rest of it.
You,
Yes.
I care nothing for. You are not a part of this.
He speaks to Garnet.
Quick question, Mr. Water Goblin.
Dubasif, I am no mere goblin.
What
It is better that you do not bring her with you, for I would smite her upon attaining my freedom.
rolls up her sleeves. Listen, pal, I'm not in a good mood today, buddy. Question just question. You can make it rain, but can you make it unrain?
Against the power of the sovereign of the skies and his firstborn son? I think not. Even I, Dubasif the First, have my limits. Besides, I have no need to help you, child. I have their oath.
I guess we're kind of stuck, huh?
Okay. Right. You can still do the water teleport thingy, yes?
Indeed.
Alright, that's the easiest way for us to get to the grove, but I do not want to use something out here when Angry Lightning Man is up there. We can
Send a
find
message to
somewhere
Athalor.
inside.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Athalor, buddy. Question to the DM. Is Dubasif made out of water?
Roll. Did you take that class about identifying magical creatures? Great.
Uh-huh.
Roll an Arcana check, please, with advantage, but also disadvantage because of, chat. So just roll a flat Arcana check.
She's
Okay,
good
I
at these.
will
She's good at
luck
these.
this. I will luck this because this is importante.
Importante.
Dirty
Oh,
20.
the double!
Nice.
Dubasif is a Marid, a water genie. In appearance, he is a big fish dude whose lower half is a whirlpool. He's not necessarily made of water, though he is a very advanced and sophisticated water elemental.
So
He is
there
amphibious.
parts of-
He is actually resistant to cold, acid, and lightning.
Oh,
So you said the whirlpool at the bottom, that's made out of water?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, message to Athalor. Hey, buddy. Hey, you know that
Yeah.
shape water business you got?
Yes.
It does turn water into ice as well.
Are you suggesting I freeze his nads?
I don't think he'll. I think we can just delay this a little bit if we need. I'm just saying. I'm just, fun fact about shape water,
Yeah. I think maybe you and I link up. You don't have to come to the genie. You
I'm
can
coming
figure
with
out
you.
what's happening. Okay, fine. Why are we having this conversation in our heads? Look,
So he can't hear us.
yeah, we've done that part.
Okay.
I don't
I don't know why
that's-
we're whispering in message, but.
It's a stage whisper. It's for the benefit of the audience and your fellow cast members to know that this is a telepathic conversation.
I probably message this to everyone else. Oh, did you guys know that shape water also freezes water?
Wow, very cool, Garnet. Yes.
Cool bug facts.
Cool. Very awesome.
Thanks, Garnet. Very cool.
Oh.
Oh god.
All right. What would the party like to do?
So, about this oath, the firmament, does the firmament have a pretty strict watch? Could we yes, we'll do it, and then do it tomorrow?
I mean, the terms of your oath were you were going to do a favor for him, and I recall you leaving it very vague because you were sort of in a bind. So, under the terms of said oath, no, because he specifically asked you to do it now. And I was going to have this wait a little bit and go step by step through here and kind of wait till the end of this scene, but we just got another one in the tank, so I got to get this out of the way, guys. I'm sorry.
Not okay.
Uh-oh.
Active marriage, fuck!
Hunting horns. The call of an unearthly hunt awakens the memory of primal fears. So if I recall
we'll take
correctly,
Let's take that teleport now.
this doesn't actually summon the wild hunt, which is good. That's the level 50 active god. But this does do something. Hunting horns. Hunters/wild types gain a single use of Hunter's Mark. I am going to rule that the only person who falls under that category in this particular group is Arianna, because she has a connection to nature and plants. So, Arianna, you can, and because you're the only one in the party, and it was a level 20 active god, I'm gonna give you 4 uses of the spell Hunter's Mark. So remember how I showed you how to drag spells to your spell sheet?
Yes.
Look up Hunter's Mark, throw it on there. It's not going to take spell slots. Just note that you can only use it 4 times.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so are we just...
Basif prepares the water. It swirls around, ready to transport you once again to the heart of the forest, the heart of the river, all the way down on the grove.
Oh, actually, I have a question.
fire away.
So when Alex first came to the academy, where was like the little like breach that he came through in?
You don't remember because roll an Arcana check actually for me. Just roll an Arcana check here. I'm going to give you something. I just don't know how much I'm going to give you. Did you know you dodged through every single disadvantage? Like, we cashed in all the disadvantage this entire show. A dirty 20. The Herald brought you physically into Dream. Your body entered Dream.
Gotcha.
Dream is the 5th kingdom, and the magic of the sphere protects it from intrusion through the 4 kingdoms. Dream doesn't count. So there is no physical breach there.
Gotcha. We cheated there. Okay.
Hacks. It was an exploit, an illegal cipher cam.
We didn't know. Signed to Brazil.
The water swirls as he prepares to draw you once again to the grove. How will you respond, all of you, including Garnet, who is not under contract in this situation?
Where do we want to go after we go free Dubasif? Do you want to ask him to bring us back here or stay in the grove, or what do we want to do from there?
I've got a feeling once we free him, he's pissing off, mate.
I mean, probably, but
He can teleport us to the top of the spire, because you can't go there by foot. We need to fly, so that would save us a trip. That's where Elnau and the teachers are.
I mean, we can ask. He might not, but might as well try.
Okay. Who wants to give this a go?
Garnet, at that exact moment, Una reports into you. The Untermaler is on the move. The Council of the Academy join forces. They gather around the breach. Master Elnau has retrieved a strange metal crate from her quarters. It calls to me.
Do I know where that, based on vision, do I know where that breach is?
The breach is the giant ass hole that got popped in the sphere up at the top.
Okay. Gotcha. So they're still in the spire. Okay.
But they're now flying via magic carpet and spells out of the spire towards the breach because they're about to do battle.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Well,
what will the 4 or 3 of you do?
Dubasif, yes, we're coming and we're going to free you. After we do so, though, before you piss off to the ocean, will you be able to teleport us to the top of a spire?
And why should I do that, mortal?
Because you are magnificent and you need to have one final flourish of power before you leave this place.
Roll a persuasion check, please, Athalor, with ye old disadvantage.
Oof.
Does my acting dice work in this?
Your acting dice for studies for school? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah, that was not with disadvantage. So, okay, we're taking the 13. You can roll your student die if you'd like.
That's a 1d4, yes?
It's a 1d4, and that's a good use of that for your extracurriculars.
Fuck you, dice.
All right.
Oh,
A 14.
Yes. Perhaps one last demonstration of my magnificence is in order, mortal.
Certainly say so. Right, we'll find somewhere inside of a body of water, and you can take us to the grove, and we'll fix this binding circle.
All
I
right.
don't want to drown again. Please.
I don't want to get in that pool while angry Thunder Daddy's upstairs.
Thunder Daddy.
Well, it'll be fast, and then do you think that container of magic water is still in Untermaller's office?
Oh, the last time that Garnet was up there, that container of magic water has been long since decommissioned. It was considered a safety hazard.
Dang.
Not as much as it had as the safety as Ragnar. Ragnar, wake up.
He sends his regards.
Okay. What's
Shows
the
a bathroom up
nearest
there.
large cistern or whatever that's available inside the door?
Let me take a look at Tarsamur Hall here, and I'll just go ahead. Doodly-doodly-doo. You are here.
Transition.
You have to go down here, then down here, which will take you, where is it? To the second floor, over here. I mean, I feel like there'd be a bathroom somewhere on this floor. So if you feel like doing a sink, that'd be about the best that you could get.
Yep, that'll do. Not outside. Not gonna get struck by lightning.
Okay.
Hopefully.
And
Okay.
you find your way to a sink. You fill it up. Arianna, you can feel the adrenaline pumping through you. This sort of primal call. This energy. You just detect it as really being wired as hell and ready to go. That's the hunter's mark. Loaded up and good to go. Garnet, are you going with?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 of you run the sink. Dubasif opens the portal, and as you step through it,
Behold, an act of
I'm gonna drown. I'm drowning.
Again.
all that
Oh,
glitters,
no.
lies turn to lead. The truth is ever golden. All right.
The fuck is that?
So, right. The next time that anybody lies or speaks a deep-seated truth, it will have consequences.
I like the color blue.
I said deep-seated.
Well,
What's
everyone else
happening?
thinks I like purple.
So deep.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
And we'll go ahead and transport ourselves to Dubasif's circle, which is going to take me a moment. Once again, you pass through an infinite expanse of water, but this time you don't have to lurk and stay there and potentially die, which is nice.
Not drowning is certified Poggers Moments, audience. And if you want more Poggers Moments, join us at Casters and Castles on twitch.tv, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays for 3 separate live play D&D shows.
I'd like to thank Leg Day for the read.
It's WC.
All right. And back we go.
So
You return to the heart of the river in the grove, a place you have not been for quite some time. The air here is also fogged over with the intense cold, though because the grove is lower than the ring, it's taking a little bit longer for the weather change to kick in here.
Okay. Runes, Alex?
Yeah, can I see that knife?
Offers the knife.
Alex takes it and walks up towards Dubasif's circle. Starts examining it. And just Alex, with the combination of the knife and his own, runic reading abilities, could just easily dismiss this, or is
Yeah.
that a correct assumption? Or
Roll an Arcana check with advantage, because again, literally nobody gave you disadvantage.
14.
14. You only know a little bit about how the knife actually works. The last time that you modified this, you had help. Even though you can perfectly read the runes, the exact way in which they work together, not as certain. You've become a little bit wiser since then, but you still have your limits. That said, if this knife works the way that it supposedly does, you should be able to just cut right through it. Just slice it open. No problem.
As Alex works, I'd like to cast Detect Thoughts on Dubasif.
Okay.
Ooh,
Let
get
me
him.
make sure that Dubasif wasn't supposed to be immune to that for some reason the entire time.
Dubasif does not have a mind. Dubasif has a galaxy.
All right. No, he's not immune to such things.
Oh, yes. These wretched children who bound me, not even the great Archmage, just apprentices, and they have the gall to demand one last little favor, one last demonstration of my power. Oh, I will demonstrate my power. Soon our bond will be broken, and every humiliation shall be answered for.
Oh, fuck that.
I would like to form a telepathic bond with Dubasif,
Mm-hmm.
and then just within my mind just be like, see if you can keep him on the level. Not towards Dubasif, towards
Oh, I know. I
the
know who
other
you're
guy.
talking to. I know who you're talking to. I've got a little something on that regard. Give me a sec.
Oh no.
Ah! Okay. That was-
Holy fuck.
Scared the shit out of me.
Holy fuck.
Thank you again, Pikachu, for the invisible stand version of Uncle, who nobody else sees.
The Mari may retaliate if we are detected. Are you prepared?
Well, we die, we die.
Unacceptable. You must survive.
I love you too.
Okay. Uncle is going to... attempt to
Holy fuck. That is a big
Dominate.
spell.
mentally dominate Dubasif. Dubasif will roll a... Oh, it's interesting. The spell save came out as 0. That's not supposed to be the case. It's slightly higher than that.
Spell save any
Oh,
effort at
spell.
all.
Dubasif is going to roll a wisdom saving throw. Which he fails. Dubasif is now charmed by Uncle.
Oh, okay.
Man, Fate Tinder's one hell of a thing.
Okay. Alexander, you are welcome to cut the circle. I don't know if you're privy to any of this.
Yeah, Alex. Oh boy. Okay, I was already having some thoughts. So at this time, he's working. He's inspecting the runes, making sure that everything's kind of like where it was, where it should be, like where he left it. See if anything's changed. Has anything changed, by the way?
Nothing
since
has
the last time?
changed.
Nothing has changed. Okay. Yeah. Alex has a thought that he sends towards the way of the messenger, and thinks, "What if we just don't?"
What if we just
And
don't?
instead just mix things up a little bit again.
You did swear an oath by the pillars.
Yes.
I would fulfill this contract. He is asking to release him. Just make sure he gets released.
All right. We'll do it your way.
Come now. Just make sure he's released, Alexander. Surely you can find some sort of wiggle room within that. He failed to specify anything else. Release him from this rune circle. I'm sure you can figure something out.
Okay. And Alex takes a few moments to process this, thinks back on Dubasif's words, and see how this goes. But if possible, would attempt to like cut away parts of this circle that only bind Dubasif to here, to the academy, to the grove, but instead at the same time try to rearrange things that Dubasif would still have to follow the instructions of all four of us, but wouldn't be bound to just here, would be released from that circle, but would try to like rearrange it to change it to something else. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's too much, but
Roll an Arcana check with advantage because this is still rune magic.
yeah. 21.
21. Okay. So, in order for runes to work, they have to be physically inscribed on something. It is theoretically possible for you to transfer these runes, but you'd have to remove them from this circle and either physically transfer them or copy them to some other object that would bind the genie. Traditional would be like cuffs or a brand on Dubasif, something along those lines. This would not be simple. This would be fairly complicated, but it is doable. You would just need, again, either a vessel to imprison him in or an object that you'd put on him or mark him somehow with the runes.
Look at spells real quick.
And you're welcome to mentally communicate this with the rest of the party if you'd like to do so via Athalor telecom, allowing them
Welcome
to
to Athalor
intervene.
Telecom Services. We're currently upgrading the 5G coverage in your area.
Could it be flavored to whereas like a a spell that like I'll just say I guess like a spell say like like chilled touch, could that work as like a brand like thematically
To leave
for the
like
purposes
necrotic
of this?
scars.
Yes.
Is Chill Touch a cantrip?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have anything stronger? Or anything else that you could add to that to really lend that credence? Because Chill Touch is not super strong.
Like just other spells?
Other spells, ingredients, components. We've talked about building spell matrices before and how sometimes you need to use components and items and ritual elements, etc. You would need to upgrade this a little bit.
Oh, yes. The magical ice knife that Alex has?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So use that and channel the Chill Touch through it and use that to do the inscription.
Yes.
I mean, how are you going to get him to hold still during all that?
Yeah, that's where some communication comes through. Alex will he's thinking about this process, how he can make it work. The conversation with the messenger is still freshly ringing in his head, and looks over to Athalor and gives a little like
And as
It's
you
just a
do, you
little look.
see just the faintest outlines of a shimmering, distorted figure standing over him, one that you've seen before in your mind's eye. Arianna, were you the one who, when the last time they had conflict, you kind of saw through the veil for a moment?
Yes.
Yeah, you're getting those vibes again. It's not as clear as the last time, but you're absolutely getting those vibes.
Cool. I'm uncomfortable.
I'm gonna go sit in the corner again.
Like, I'm gonna back away slowly from this.
But if the mental doorway between Alex and Athalor is open, then Alex would say, "So, Athalor, thinking about exactly what Dubasif said, and I think there's a way to still put this in our favor. Maybe not fully part ways with Dubasif. Do you understand?"
Oh, is this some magic lawyer shit?
You could say that. I mean, just wanted to be released from, that circle, that binding. What about another?
Okay, and what do I need to do as someone who can't read all those runes?
Well, what I would need to do is somehow mark Dubasif to be able to establish this kind of new bond. And I suppose he would very much not want that to happen. You have powers beyond your control, right? A certain helping hand.
Okay, I'll see what I can do. Athor kind of looks over to Garnet and Arianna and kind of just like gestures like be a little bit apart from this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That way.
As
Yeah.
Garnet and Arianna walk away down the stone bridge, I would like the two of you to please roll perception checks.
Two of us. Oh shit. Do I do a disadvantage?
Yeah, I believe you still got some in the tank here. Yep,
Good,
yes you do.
good time to burn them. I don't care about seeing. I ain't
Burning
seen
them on my
nothing.
eyes. I can't see shit,
Uh,
boys.
Can't
I
see
don't
shit,
give a
Captain.
shit.
Okay. As you begin to wander away, Arianna, for a moment, you think you see movement off in the forest, a little bit further away.
Garnet, did you see that?
No, what?
I think I saw something move. Like back there, like in the forest.
Like a person?
I don't know, it didn't look like the wind.
Well, if we're being watched, we should go check it out. You guys okay over here?
I'll get back to you on that.
You turn
Okay.
around, you see Alexander holding this ice made of this knife made of ice, this ice made of knife, just like holding it, approaching Dubasif, who's just staring blankly and not saying anything. Yeah, we're fine.
Okay. You want to go check it out, or do you want to wait here?
I think we should go. I mean, just in case something happens, can you maybe establish a mental connection with Athalor just in case we get into trouble?
My message goes 120 feet. So as long as we stay within 120 feet of Athalor and Alex, I can talk with them. Your message.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Okay.
far.
Then good. I think we've got the backup. We should go that way.
Okay. Shoot.
All right. They begin making their way down towards the source of the disturbance, the shifting branches in the woods. Alexander and Athalor. Dubasif remains under Uncle's mental control.
I think with Athalor studying, let's see what he can do. Alex will start working, trying to do this. Just trust that Athalor is gonna try, and if needed, call in the messenger if it's some oh shit situations. But
Okay.
You heard
are trying to
Alex.
cut away.
Just try and keep him still so that he doesn't, attack him.
Injury will result in an increased surge of mental activity. We will attempt to restrain the elemental.
Thank you.
All right, Alexander. Cast Chill Touch, representing you channeling necrotic energy through the knife and inscribing the runes into Dubasif's very living flesh. After you've cast Chill Touch, roll an Arcana check one more time, and again with advantage.
Okay. 17.
Okay, good. And cast Chill
yeah.
Touch. I want to see that damage.
Sure.
You kill him.
Yeah, Dubasif takes 3 health and dies. It was easy.
Oh, a natural 20 on that.
Okay, the knife cuts deep. Did you want to do anything to that 17 result that you got?
The inspiration die.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably
Right.
time to cash that in, I would
Cool.
say.
Roll 1d8.
6, so 23.
Okay, a 23 on Arcana, but you strike like a vein or something as you're cutting in these runes, and the completely docile, the completely still Dubasif twitches under Uncle's mental control, attempting to break free. 24.
I think not.
And a cold, deeper than the cold pouring in from the sphere, erupts from Alex, and his eyes glow like piercing points of blue light. Athalor, roll a charisma saving throw, please.
You got this. That's your best
Ooh.
stat, right, buddy? Right, best buddy?
It is, but I'm not proficient. Oh, I am proficient in these. Any lucky dice? Any lucky dice? Oh, well, would you look at that? Not a natural one because there's some lucky dice. That's not quite as good as well.
You got anything else in the pipe for that?
I've got the 1d8 smile.
What?
You know what? I'm gonna try and avoid being fragged by the stand. Oh. Oh.
12.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
That's a very sinister way to say 12.
A crushing wave of despair emanates from Alexander. And as you are connected to Dubasif's mind through Uncle, you perceive centuries of shame. You feel it in your very core, centuries of being used. You who once ruled over a beautiful palace at the bottom of the sea, you who should be waited upon and doted upon and adored, first of the children of creation, chosen by the sovereigns to shape this world. Above all elementals, and these, they use you to run their sinks and their toilets and control their weather, and it breaks you down century after century of tiny little humiliations over and over and over again. The effect of this is Dubasif re-rolls that saving throw with disadvantage. For Dubasif's part. A 16. He strains, he struggles against Uncle's control, but relents, beaten down by centuries and centuries. And once more, Athalor is crushed by the sufferings of another. I'm gonna need a specific book for this. But that being
Fucking
said,
specific book. He's bringing out the Bible.
The power of trauma compels you.
Alexander, the runes burn into his flesh, and the circle is shattered.
Alex just smiles, looking at his work. Thinks good. Takes a step back, looks around, looks back to Dubasif. Dubasif?
You must tend to your companion. You have harmed him.
Looks towards Athalor. Are you alright?
More centuries. Here. Nothing. Same thing. Every day. Over and over again. Same loop. Nothing more.
You felt it then? Again?
You have harmed my nephew twice. I will not allow it to occur a third time.
The voice that speaks through the Marid is not his own.
Let's go, Athalor.
Yeah. Go somewhere that's not here.
Yeah.
Please.
Alex puts away both knives for now, and takes Athalor and starts escorting him away towards where Arianna and Garnet walked through.
All right. As the lot of you move, Dubasif follows. Floating over now this sort of fish floating whirlpool just trailing just above the ground as the other two have been moving along. As Athalor is just sort of trudging along at the back of the group, what have Arianna and Garnet done in the meantime?
I guess we would have gone towards where I saw the rustling in the trees.
Okay. And what is your general approach? Are you moving stealthily? Are you moving cautiously? Are you in combat positions?
I feel like it would be a cautious approach.
Mm-hmm.
Like with vigor, and a little bit of a sense of urgency, but also cautious, just in case there is actually somebody there.
Mm-hmm.
Probably be like readying Twilight Tendril, just 20
Okay.
feet range. Whenever we see something, grabbing it no matter what.
Might
Okay.
have a little fireball on the tip of my finger.
Well,
I'm gonna
fireball. Oh shit.
Fireball.
Well,
Like a little flame.
A little ball of fire, not a fireball, chat.
Oh, okay,
Wow.
gotcha.
I'm gonna roll a d20 and not tell you what it is.
Okay.
Mystery D20.
I would like both of you. Ooh, I got a 17. I'd like both of you to roll perception checks, please. And let's just check one more perception check. Let's check in the tank for Garnet has one more.
Yay!
But with disadvantages on your eyes.
Yeah, baby!
Okay.
Can't disadvantage the queen.
Garnet, something is moving invisibly in the bushes.
Oh fuck! It's not Una, right? I would know.
It's not Una. Una is up, way up, reporting that Untermaler is leading the charge, and they are battling the Knights of Terra Nimbus.
Question. Can I deliver healing hands through Una?
No. That magic is incompatible with Una's magic.
Oh, okay. Never mind that.
Una loves to heal.
Do you see that? Arianna,
I mean, I see rustling in the trees, but I don't see anything there.
What will you do?
What is that? Should we go closer? Should
You don't have
should
anything
ask?
that you don't have anything that would like cover an area with something by any chance?
I might have something that could do that. Yeah.
What'll it be? What'll you do?
Ah, gosh. Oh, that's so scary.
Well, you have to set the
I'm
bitch on
so
fire.
I'm so scared.
Got any pocket sand or some shit? I don't know.
It's a shame that Athalor's
Pocket
decommissioned right
sand.
now, because that wonder webs would be real useful.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I can send fog at it because I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of what's going on right now. I mean, I don't think I want to throw fire at it either. Oh, what if I just, crack a thorn whip by it?
Oh,
Maybe on
spook
the
it.
ground.
Sure.
Spook it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I cast Thorn Whip.
All right. Grabbing a small piece of living plant material that you keep around you, the wind magic of life that flows through you flows through the plant. It grows out into a whip of thorns and cracks into the bushes. You hear a hissing.
Just
And
scream out, who's there?
Garnet? Arianna? It's Sventisco.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
And we'll find out what happens next after we take a short and slightly early break on Book of Dawn, Ioth Academy. We'll be right back.